Take him home! The back door's right over there!
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. You can't kick back and relax when watching these shows. The fight scenes in these shows will have you on the edge of your seat, no doubt about it. Here fights are fought with swords, fists, and everything in between. These anime for sure won't let you down when it comes to watching people getting beat.
My name is Branch, and I'm a troll.
Number 10. Rocker no Yusha.
Poppy is the leader of the trolls.
An ancient legend states that with the revival of the demon god, 6 heroes, the braves of the 6 flowers, will be chosen by the goddess of fate, granting them power to rise up against the fiends attempting to turn the world into a living hell. Adlet Mayer, self-proclaimed strongest man in the world, has arrived at the continent of Piena in hopes of becoming a brave. Although it doesn't go as smoothly as he had planned, Adlet is ultimately chosen as one of the 6 heroes shortly after being greeted by Nashatania Loy Piena Augustra, crown princess and fellow brave.
What's your plan?
To rescue everyone and make it home safely.
So you go her fault, she's so insanely happy. She just never faced a real problem. Until now.
Number 9. Katana Maidens. Throughout history, an elite group of shrine maidens known as Toji have saved the world from Aratama, strange and malevolent beings bent on destroying humanity. In modern times, these warriors have been assigned to a special police squad to exterminate Aratama. The government has also set up 5 elite schools across the country to provide young girls the necessary sword fighting skills to eradicate these monsters and eventually join their fellow Toji in protecting the world. Number 8. Akudama Drive. The bustling metropolis of Kansai, where cybernetic screens litter the neon landscape, may seem like a technological utopia at first glance. But in the dark alleys around the brightly lit buildings, an unforgiving criminal underbelly still exists in the form of fugitives known as Akudama. No stranger to these individuals, Kansai police begin the countdown to the public execution of an infamous Akudama cutthroat, guilty of killing 999 people. However, a mysterious message is sent to several elite Akudama, enlisting them to free Cutthroat for a substantial amount of money.
Attack hard! Your student council president!
Number 7. Kill the Kill.
Listen up! Students of Honoji Academy!
After the murder of her father, Ryuko Matoi has been wandering the land in search of his killer. Following her only lead, the missing half of his invention, the scissor blade, she arrives at the prestigious Honoji Academy, a high school UNL. The academy is ruled by the imposing and cold-hearted student council president Satsuki Karyuan alongside her powerful underlings, the Elite Four. In the school's brutally competitive hierarchy, Satsuki bestows upon those at the top special clothes called Goku uniforms, which grant the wearer unique superhuman abilities.
Disciplinary committee should have stepped in when she dissed Lady Satsuki. And that's your mistake, Gamagori.
She's been starting fights at high schools in the eastern Kanto region, at schools ruled by Honoji Academy.
Number 6. Darwin's Game. High school student Kaname Sudu receives an invitation from a classmate to play Darwin's Game, a mobile game he has never heard of. However, as soon as he opens the application, a green snake suddenly pops out from his phone screen and bites his neck, leaving him unconscious. Waking up in the infirmary without any signs of a snake bite, he is told by the school to take the rest of the day off. Although he is puzzled by what has happened, he dismisses the surreal experience as a hallucination and boards the train home. Number 5. Terraformers. During the 21st century, humanity attempted to colonize Mars by sending two species which could endure the harsh environment of the planet to terraform it: algae and cockroaches. However, they did not anticipate the species' remarkable ability to adapt. Now in the 26th century, a lethal disease known as the alien engine virus has arrived on Earth, and the cure is suspected to be found only on Mars. The problem is, Mars in the present is overrun by creatures known as terraformers, incredibly powerful and intelligent humanoid cockroaches that mutated from those originally sent to the planet.
なんだと。
フロンデルタの救助艦は飛ばしておりません。我々が何もかも偽装していると考えるべきだろう。
Number 4. Hajime no Ippo. Makinuchi Ippo was bullied all his life. Always running errands and getting hit by classmates, Abue always dreamed of changing himself, but never had the passion to act accordingly. One day, in the midst of yet another bullying, Takamura Mamoru rescues Ippo, who just so happens to be a boxer. Ippo fainted from his wounds and was brought to the Kamigawa boxing gym to recover. When he regains consciousness, he feels awe and astonishment at his new surroundings at the gym, even though he lacks the confidence to try anything. Takamura puts a classmate's picture on a punching bag and forces him to punch it.
Dutch, this is a pain in the ass. I say we kneecap this pussy.
Number 3. Black Lagoon.
You wanna die, Benny?
Enter Rokaru Okajima, an average Japanese businessman who has been living a dull and monotonous life, when he finally gets his chance for a change of pace with a delivery trip to Southeast Asia. His business trip swiftly goes downhill as Rokaru is captured by a mercenary group operating in Ronapur called Black Lagoon. The group plans to use him as a bargaining chip in negotiations which ultimately failed. Now abandoned and betrayed by his former employer, Rokaru decides to join Black Lagoon. In order to survive, he must quickly adapt to his new environment and prepare himself for the bloodshed and tribulation to come.
I swear I'll kill her! Well, fuck that! If there's one thing all mafias have in common, it's that they hate having shit rubbed in their faces. Exactly. Fucking idiot!
遥か西、海の向こうにフィンランドという名の土地がある。
Number 2. Vinland Saga.
そこなら誰も追っては来れない。
Young Thorfinn grew up listening to the stories of old sailors that had traveled the ocean and reached the place of legend, Vinland. It's said to be warm and fertile, a place where there would be no need for fighting, not at all like the frozen village in Iceland where he was born, and certainly not like his current life as a mercenary. War is his home now. Though his father once told him, "You have no enemies," nobody does. There is nobody who it's okay to hurt. As he grew, Thorfinn knew that nothing was further from the truth.
取るぜ。会えて嬉しいぜ。けじめをつける時が来たんだ。剣が欲しいか、トルフィン。剣は人を殺す道具だ。あんたから匂いを感じるんだよ。俺と同じ匂い。
Number 1. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Go ahead and take it.
Alchemy is bound by this law of equivalent exchange, something the young brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric only realize after attempting human transmutation, the one forbidden act of alchemy. They pay a terrible price for their transgression. Edward loses his left leg, Alphonse his physical body. It is only by the desperate sacrifice of Edward's right arm that he is able to affix Alphonse's soul to a suit of armor. Devastated and alone, it is the hope that they would both eventually return to their original bodies that gives Edward the inspiration to obtain metal limbs called automail, and become a state alchemist, the Full Metal Alchemist.
Who even needs alchemy when I've got them? Now let's go home.
Here we have finished our list. Our appointment is renewed in another video. Do not forget to subscribe and support us to encourage us to continue.